I think everybody's looking for something.
Well, I think everybody is looking for their happiness in life.
I think there's a basic need that all human beings have to be in touch with nature.
Have I run? Have I been out in nature? Have I been surrounded by the green? Have I exerted and exercised my body?
That people find a respite for them to go to when they need to.
And it changes how we live day to day. Yeah.
In a way, to me, it's like finding your home, finding your place.
And once we have a place in nature and we realize we're part of the system, then we can take care of it better.
So we need it for ourselves, but we also need it for our planet so that we can feel that connection, and what you love, you will take care of.
Every opportunity we have to be out in nature and discover more about yourself and immerse yourself, yeah, just go find your trail.
In Elkin, the trails were born from necessity.
I had visions of the town just collapsing after Chatham closed.
The factory had closed that had been there for over 100 years. And a group of us were concerned about what would come to our community to replace them.
We said, well, what about trails?
I know by nature-wise, all this stuff was here 20 years ago, but we didn't have access to it.
We hiked, we biked, we went on the river, but there weren't trails per se.
And we realized that Elkin was, at that time, the only place in North Carolina where three major trails came together.
The Mountain to Sea Trail, the Over Mountain Victory Trail, the Yadkin River Trail.
They got the Mountains to Sea Trail rerouted so that it would come through downtown Elkin.
We couldn't get to any of those beautiful places until the trail people happened.
In 2011, the EVTA was founded and quickly got to work.
Elkin Valley Trails Association has put in about 28 miles of trails. 22 miles of that is the Mountains to Sea Trail. In addition to that 28, we've put in 6.5 miles of mountain bike trail.
We have Carter Falls, which, being a local, I always knew Carter Falls was there, but now people all over the place are coming to Carter Falls, see this beautiful waterfall, to get outside, to soon see a Bridge of Dreams that's an awesome suspension bridge going 200 plus feet across the Elkin Creek.
And then the most recent trail, the Healing Trail over by the hospital,
where people can step away from the hospital when they're dealing with loss or dealing with something that's really heavy on them or their families.
And our intent was to try to get people to use nature in a healing way. We have the Friendship Trail near an old racetrack they call Friendship. And the trail is a very nice, almost level trail in the pine forest.
Also the Over Mountain Victory Trail.
People don't realize it, but the Revolutionary War militia came together in Elkin, and then they hiked down to the Kings Mountain and fought the bloody British there.
One is the Forest Bathing Trail, which is a small rustic trail for contemplation, meditation.
I love the quote at the beginning of the Forest Bathing Trail that says, "Into the woods I go to lose my mind, but to find my soul."
Another one that we have is the Camino de Vino. If you know Spanish, Camino means way and vino means wine. You can hike from Grassy Creek Vineyard. It's about an hour hike to Adagio Vineyard.
It's less of a hike, but then there's wine at the end, which is really great.
So many options. Wells Knob, if you're wanting to go and train for a bigger hike and get some elevation in, it's steep. And then, of course, Stone Mountain, with all the trails that they have.
We also have trails that are big, wide trails, like our trail, Downtown Trail. It's a social trail. We also call it a very slow trail.
A project that we're working on right now is the Elkin Creek Headwater Preserve. And it is an incredible opportunity
It's 450 acres. We'll probably have at least 30 miles eventually of trails there. A lot of them mountain bike trails, but we will have hiking trails there too.
You know, I think that's what you look for in a community. You want the heart, where's the heartbeat at, right? And so those guys putting this together, and there's just a good energy around it. And I think that's what you want. And I think the town has kind of blossomed off of that.
It's a machine of its own of what it has done for the town of Elkin to be a trail town.
It advertises the town, it advertises the area, it brings people into the town.
I've seen a lot of transplants come into the yoga studio, and one of the main things they always say is because of the trails is the first thing that brought them here.
And to be able to open a little grocery store community space right along Main Street Elkin, right along the Mountain to Sea Trail, that in itself becomes a destination, just as the trails are a destination that bring people here.
I think it's all working together. It's the wine industry here, it's the beer industry here, it's the music, it's the trails, it's the state parks. It all comes together.
I think that that is probably the heartbeat of who Elkin is now.
And I'm not so sure those things would have been possible without the growth of trails and the recreation in our area.
Nor would the trails have been possible without landowners providing easements and legions of like-minded workers willing to donate their time.
Yes, EVTA is a 100% volunteer-driven organization.
That's everything. We don't have any paid staff.
The volunteer hours alone just for 2025 contributed over $110,000.
And you find out that some of these volunteers are amazing people, that they have talents or experience that we can use.
They're wanting to make a difference for the community, to give more options for people to get outdoors.
And couldn't do any of this maintaining the trails or building the trails or inviting people to enjoy the trails without the volunteer organization.
As it turned out, the trails not only changed the landscape for business in Elkin, they've also changed the way of life for those lucky enough to call this town home.
It's really made Elkin much more outdoor focused.
Because everybody is out and about participating in life here.
It improves our connection to what is out in the world, the observation, the changing seasons, changing climate.
Connection to nature, having that trail access, I don't know, it's nothing we found anywhere else. It's a big reason why we wanted to be here.
And it's great because we can take our kids, get on the bikes, and go for a nice cool ride along the river.
Not only do you have the trails, you've got the kayaking and canoeing on the river, things like that.
It's just fun and meeting friends on the trail and getting healthy by walking and being outdoors.
And that's one of the best things about trails is that there's no gatekeeping. It's accessible to everybody.
To be able to be in a city park and then immediately enter nature and spend miles of time on mountain bike trails, on a more accessible trail, just that connection with nature changes the enhancement of daily life.
There's a place for everybody in Elkin, and sometimes the trail helps you get there.
Find your trail!